Once upon a time, there were two curious friends named Peppa and Susie. They used their wonderful imaginations to go on a fun adventure on the moon. Can you believe they pretended to zoom around in rocket cars? This playful journey helped them be super creative and turn learning into a big, exciting game. Speaking of fun adventures, one sunny day, Peppa and her friends celebrated Cinco de Mayo. It was a time filled with colorful traditions. They made bright pom-pom flowers and even learned how to make yummy guacamole. This made them smile and showed them how special different celebrations can be. As they played, Peppa and her friends explored what it meant to be a leader. They took turns being kings and queens, which taught them how to work together and share. It was all about playing and helping each other during their special game time. At one point, Peppa thought a cool motorbike would be great for their adventures. But oh no! The family quickly found out that it wasn't the best ride for every kind of weather. They realized they needed something better. So, they decided to try out a giant monster truck. It looked so exciting, but it turned out to be way too tough for what they needed. They all sat together to pick the perfect vehicle for their fun day, showing how important it is to choose wisely. In the end, they were so happy to see their trusty family car, all fixed and ready to roll. Their adventure reminded them how much they loved being together and having their comforting, familiar car with them. When it was time for grocery shopping, Peppa's family had a super cool machine that beeped their shopping items. It made shopping feel like a fun game. Everyone was giggling as they picked out the treats. As Peppa and George raced around to find all the items on their list, they played a happy game to see who could find things faster. Their excitement showed how much fun it could be to help out while shopping. As the clock ticked away, the family hurried to gather everything before the store closed. This little rush taught them about time management while still having a blast during their shopping adventure. Oh, and then there was the jolly self-checkout robot. It helped everyone scan and pay for their items all by themselves. How cool, right? But sometimes it got a bit mixed up and caused confusion for everyone. Peppa and George giggled as they tried to scan items, especially a funny pineapple. They had to work together to solve the little hiccups with the robot, proving that being playful can help you overcome challenges. What made it even better was when other friendly shoppers came to help them. It showed how important teamwork is, especially when things don't go as planned. Next, they visited a restaurant that was extra special. Here, guests could actually help make their own pancakes with all sorts of fun toppings. What a fun way to enjoy a meal, don't you think? Peppa and George let their imaginations run wild as they picked out the silliest pancake toppings. They discovered how much fun it is to try new flavors and be adventurous with food. During playtime, Peppa's group put on a little play, showing off their creativity not just in cooking, but in acting too. They shared giggles and joy, working together to make something special. But then, the elevator decided to play tricks. It led Peppa and George to all the wrong floors when they wanted to go to Daddy Pig's office. They ended up on spooky floors and even party floors, making it a silly adventure. Peppa got super excited when she saw a special screen to order lunch. She showed everyone how technology could make things even more fun, especially when choosing yummy toppings. Despite their silly mix-ups, Peppa and George ended up enjoying their lunch. Even if the sandwiches weren't exactly what they thought they'd get, they had a blast trying something new. While searching for hiding spots, Peppa and George found a cozy cupboard under the stairs. It became their secret hideout for their games, making playtime even more exciting. Meanwhile, Mommy and Daddy Pig were on a little adventure of their own, looking for Peppa and George. This showed just how much love and care parents have for their children, making it fun for everyone. While they were hiding, Peppa and George kept busy by gathering some of their favorite toys. They proved that with a little creativity, you can have the best time, no matter what. Grandpa Pig made sure the sleepover was super cozy and fun for Peppa and Susie. He set up sleeping bags and cuddly toys, making everything feel just perfect for a dreamy night. The children had a blast playing with shadows, creating fantastic shapes like birds and butterflies. It was a magical time that showcased their playful and creative spirits at night. But then, a funny thing happened. Grandpa Pig's loud snoring made Peppa and Susie wonder if a monster was lurking nearby. Everyone giggled as they imagined the silly situations. When they went to a vending machine, Peppa was so excited. It was a great chance to learn about money and making choices as they selected snacks from the fun machine. Then a little problem popped up. Daddy Pig had a funny challenge with a drink that got stuck. This added a humorous twist to their shopping adventure. Later, Peppa and her friends celebrated a hilarious backwards day where everything they did was flipped around. They played games in the silliest ways, adding extra joy to their activities. Peppa's family came together to make special pizzas. They got to choose their favorite toppings, showing love and creativity in their cooking. Nothing beats yummy, homemade food made with love. Peppa and George also made heart-shaped pancakes. This was a great way to have fun together and learn how teamwork makes cooking so much more enjoyable. They even created a special Valentine's card for Mummy Pig. It reminded everyone how simple acts of kindness can mean so much in our relationships. They got really creative when it came to making colorful pancakes. Adding different ingredients helped them create a rainbow of flavors, encouraging exploration in the kitchen. Madame Gazelle helped them with a fun game to sort things by color. This made learning so enjoyable. The children were thrilled to work together and share their ideas. Peppa and her friends dressed up in fantastic costumes, becoming knights, wizards, and more. This imaginative play inspired their creative storytelling skills and brought their characters to life. They also learned about how important bees are for pollination, helping plants, flowers, and fruits grow. Bees are little superheroes of nature, keeping our world colorful and full of life. But remember, bees can sting when they feel scared, so it's super important to be gentle with them. Some people have allergies to bee stings, so being careful is always the best way to go. Bees are amazing team players. They work together in hives to gather food and protect each other, just like how Peppa and George helped their family and friends. One day, Peppa's bus broke down, which led her family to find new ways to reach the seaside. What an adventure that became as they decided to walk for a bit. Peppa's curiosity about babies sparked a sweet conversation about how mothers sometimes have cravings and what it's like to be pregnant. It was all part of that wonderful bond in their family. At the museum sleepover, Peppa and her friends had a splendid time pretending to be Vikings. They mixed learning with their imagination, exploring all the fun exhibits together. Peppa's family even made a funny cake as an April Fool's joke. This little prank made their day so much more cheerful, filled with giggles and laughter. The family planned to spread laughter around town with their jokes, showing how sharing fun moments can bring everyone closer together for a joyful day. Peppa loved surprising her friends and family with her jokes. It reminded everyone how humor is super important for bringing smiles and strengthening their bonds. Little baby Alexander had a great time at the playgroup, learning all about making friends and sharing as he played. This was a wonderful way for him to grow and enjoy being with other kids. As everyone painted together, they showcased their creativity, with each child expressing themselves through their art. It was a beautiful time that brought everyone closer together. In a fun pretend police game, Peppa and Susie worked hard to solve a mystery. This imaginative play helped them use their thinking skills while having a grand time together. During their Cinco de Mayo celebration, the children got crafty by making pom-pom flowers for classroom decorations. This fun activity helped brighten up the celebration and encourage teamwork. Guacamole became a favorite food for the kids as they learned how to make it. It showed them how food plays a big part in stories and celebrations, making them excited to taste their delicious creations. They also enjoyed singing and dancing, celebrating with joy. This showed the delightful spirit of Cinco de Mayo, where everyone felt free to express themselves through joyful movement. Later on, the family chatted about all kinds of cars, noticing how their family car was so spacious and comfy compared to others. They felt grateful for their unique vehicle. Peppa and George had fun when they dressed up in adult clothes. They learned about making choices, but also realized it's important to wear the right outfits for different activities. While planning a picnic, Peppa practiced prioritizing what to pack. She focused on important things like toys and food. But when the rain came, she showed how flexibility is key in making new plans. The family's adventure continued as they dashed through the supermarket, searching for items on their list before closing time. They found lots of goodies, including toilet paper, which made them giggle. At Potato City, Peppa and her family had a blast riding bumper cars. They even discovered a splishy, splashy water ride called Celery Stick Falls, which gave them a thrilling surprise. In the toy shop, Peppa and George got creative by designing their own toys. The machine mixed up their selection in the funniest way, leading to an adventure full of unexpected giggles. Oh no! The shopping robot had a few funny errors while trying to scan items. Everyone sighed in frustration, but Peppa and her friends jumped in to help fix the robot's problems. The excitement kept bubbling when Valentine's Day rolled around. The family enjoyed a limousine ride and a disco party atmosphere, celebrating their love for fun and creativity. Peppa and George had another grand imaginative adventure. They searched for their lost police car in a sandy pit, working together to solve the mystery, while having loads of fun. Throughout their playful pancake journey, Peppa and her friends performed their own twist on a classic fairy tale. Their unique storytelling skills brought fun to their cooking experience. Finally, Peppa's birthday celebration was brightened by the love of family and friends. Even when rain made things tricky, their laughter and joy created unforgettable memories.